cupcakes. I wasn't going to do a video today, but we've had a bit of a disaster. I had the old Apex koi piece of shit balanced on there, and today it decided to go flop. So Dave gave me a shower that I was going to integrate into the veg bays and stuff, but for the moment I'm just going to have to chuck it up there because I've had enough of that thing, and it's going to D anyway. So if you're watching D, come and get it anytime you want. I've had enough of them. So yeah, spin you around, show you what I'm doing, and then I'll show you when it's back up and running.
The next day.
Well, afternoon cupcakes for the second time. For some reason it didn't fucking record. How we diddling? Welcome back, Twisted Koi. I'm in I'm in the apocalypse zone. Yeah, I'll spin you around in a minute. I've got a couple of reprobates here as well. Yeah, got a couple of reprobates out here as well.
Simon did.
You've already filmed me.
Yeah, well, it didn't record, did it?
You fucked it up, basically.
Yeah, I fucked it up. So we've got Snaggle over here, we've got Fossil over there, Skinny Minnie's in there. Give us a scout, Skinny Minnie.
Come and say hello, you boring old middle cow.
Just remember, you got to come home with me.
You got to be driven home.
So, yeah. Oh, look at my fucking barnet. Anyway,
Mine's worse.
we're here waffling shit. Dave's here because he's picking up a retrofit bottom drain, which we have just piped up for him on the fly. Hang on, I haven't got the camera turned around yet, you tit.
Right.
He stood there like it's the fucking generation game. Woohoo, here it is. And the camera wasn't even fucking on him yet. But yeah, glad that the sun's come out for a bit. Let me spin you around. Here we go.
And there it is.
You ain't doing the old hand wave for it. So
No, come on. Come on,
Oh my Lord,
do
yeah,
your generation
You're
game.
putting yourself. Oh my fucking.
Yep,
There
so
it is.
we got this all solvent welded in for him, so it will sit nice and flush and flat with
Yeah.
the bottom of the pond.
That's ready to go.
That's from that was a present from Gary there.
Well, it wasn't a present. He bought the fucking thing.
Oh, okay then. I don't know, between you two, nothing to do with me. So yeah, as you can see, we got Gary and Kaz here from Pond and Garden. We got Dave here from Koi Karma, and you know who the fuck I am. If you don't, where have you fucking been hiding? But yeah, we've stirred up the pond, picking up blanket weed and bowling up fish. But look at her, don't she look gorgeous?
Your little Arawaki.
Oh, is she not so little?
No, she's not now.
And like I say, yeah, last night, I mean, she was halfway out the water in that plant over there.
She was hungry.
Her and the Makashi, this one here. This one, I could pretty much pick the Makashi up at points. She's beautiful, she's so soft. As in, she's got like that soft, docile, sort of like
She learned from the best.
personality. Well, I mean, look at the fucking black on the Mats Kawasaki.
Kawasaki's a motorbike, isn't it?
No, it's not a Kawasaki. And
No, they're green.
the odd Achiba is thrown out white again. It's absolutely crazy.
I'm
But-
taking your Sankian.
That's you could if it was mine,
Still
but
taking it.
it's not. It's Brad's. So do you know how many times I could have sold that Sankey for him?
Yeah.
The amount of people say I want that Sankey.
I'll give him a $5 for it.
If it was mine, I'd say you could fucking have it because I don't like fucking Sankeys. But that is.
Well, there you go. There's a
but-
barrel over there.
But that one
Back here.
is
Got a bag here.
Got a bag
got
here.
a bag here.
that one is an exception to the rule. One, because about 4 or 5 years ago I helped him pick the motherfucker, and two, it is a nice looking fish.
Well, if you picked them up, who the fuck picked you?
Me mum. So yeah, the carnage and the fucking devastation continues in here. Absolutely fucking devastated. And if my fucking old man gets his way, he wants to acro the fucking ceiling beams and rip that will and that will down and rebuild it in block. And I'm like, okay, Dad, where's the fucking money coming from? Oh yeah, but you could use this or that. I'm like, yeah, Dad, where's the fucking money coming from? But I have made a couple of decisions. The Easy Pod is going to come down from over there and it's going to come over here, so I can cut this 4-inch line right down, and I'm going to put the Easy Pod there on the skimmer, and then it'll have a bio bin over there in the corner, very similar to that one. Then this one will move over to approximately here, and then when I rebuild the tank, I can rebuild from this corner across, and then I can stop about here. And the reason I say there is because the plan is I use the homemade Easy Pod Mark II that will be built and a bio chamber, and then it will be returned back to the tank via airlift. Gonna run the whole pond filtration on an air pump.
The fuck have you done it?
Mate,
You fucked it right up.
no, welcome to my hell.
Fucking it. This is to be, you know, welcoming, but
Mind the hole. I
Yeah.
got to get some sludge buster in there.
mind the gap. I would say that not the way I normally say it, but I don't want to get accused of being racist. Yeah, mind the hole. How deep is that?
Yeah, it's about three or so foot. Hang on, here's the spade.
Oh my lord.
Because it does go deeper than that,
Oh
look.
my Christ.
So,
Yeah, it's about 3 foot. Yeah, about 3 foot, yeah.
yeah, a good 3 foot or so. But yeah, I got about 3/4 of a foot of fucking blanket weed. So yeah, that's the chaos and the mayhem that is in the filter house at the moment. So yeah, welcome to my nightmare.
Tomorrow.
Well, howdy doody and good afternoon, cupcakes. My fucking, I know I say it every time I put the camera on me. Fuck it, it is what it is. Anyway, it's Saturday afternoon. It's glorious here in Basingstoke. It's lovely and warm, and I'm starting to sweat. It's just my music, not my phone ringing. So yeah, we're back out in the front garden. I want to try and finally get this this shower that Dave gave me fired up, so I can get a bit more movement in the old front pond, since I'm keeping slightly bigger ones in there at the moment. At the same time, we've picked up a fresh tub, and I'm going to make a Mark II sieve, one that I can swap between the ponds if I need to. Definitely going to be having an air pump running in there constantly after today. But yeah, well, I'll probably swap things around as I do. You know, don't like things getting the same. That's just boring. Jordan moved the 4 bifters out of his turtle tank, and they're in there at the moment. I've got to get some more blanket weed. What? I laugh at everyone that walks around with one of these big sticks. Tell you what, I can understand why you do it, because fucking shoulders don't have to start away, can't you, holding this phone for a while, don't it? So yeah, I'll spin you around and we'll go from there. So yeah, what I'm going to do, the middle tier is going to go over there in a minute, and then the top tier is literally just going to have floss in it, and then the middle tier will have all of that in it, and we'll go from there. The pipes aren't fitted into there with any silicone or anything, because once I've seen Kevin tomorrow, that's Kevin from Dorset Koi Pond, I've got to go down and help give him a hand on some of his fish. But that aside, he's going to bring me up some 2-inch pipes so I can swap them pipes around and put them inside. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually have an active K1 chamber underneath the ceramic media and the filter floss on top. And as you can see, I'm still waiting for my fucking blanket answer to arrive. And that pump that's in there is just pushing water around at the minute while I'm trying to get this sorted. Still pulling loads of fucking crap out of this one. Aces are going really well. Climbers starting to take off. What are you looking at? What are you twitching your nose for? Huh? You stupid. Anyway, I've got to take this apart. I'm going to turn this into a Mark II sieve with overflows and bits and pieces. That one can then go in the bin because it's old, brittle and has cracked all over the place. I've got a crack here. I've got a crack in this corner, hence why it is now balancing on a rock. So with that being said, I'll put you lot down for a minute and I'll pick you back up in a bit. Look at them. As soon as I turn the skimmer off. It's like that kids game you had in the 80s. Do you remember it? Hungry Hippo. We had tap fucking. Yeah, really happy with the way the pond's looking. Apart from the blanket weed, which is obvious. I'm just going to turn the skimmer off over here. Skimmer's off. It's not here yet, mate. This Karashi guy is going to David Gladen. So there you go, David. He's always the first one up for the food. Friendly little chap. Beautiful yellow colour. Cameras never do the fish any true justice. Yep, they're getting used to someone being stood here, slowly but surely. A couple of nice platinums in here. And we now have 2 of the 4 Kitsuri swimming around in the tow-side tank now. Fish tank's been closed down for the moment. Yeah, I'll let them get on with their munching. These have practically cleared the fucking surface already. And there's no point chucking anything in at the front pond at the moment because I'm busy working around there. So, as you can see, almost gone.
Later.
Well, howdy doody, and good morning to you ladies and gentlemen, and my cupcakes out there, and you, John J, Koi Fish Johnny. I'll be back. Terminator of blanket weed and green water. Well, I'm actually being chauffeured this morning. I'm being chauffeured because I'm on my way down to Dorset. Well, this one here, Kevin from Dorset Koi Pond. We're going to go down and have a look at his few. Look at a few of his fish for him. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll pick you back up when we arrive at Kevin's. Oh, bloody hell, cupcakes. That sun ain't half bright today. It's bloody warm and all. Hang on a minute. Get this fucking melon sorted. Here we go. Oh no. Here we go. That's better. Well, we have landed. We have landed at Kevin's. Nice little goldfish pond. There's his little puddle. So, yeah, I'll spin you around and we'll have a quick look. and then I'm going to get on and have a look over some of these fish for him. There you go, come up through the gate, lovely flowers. And you got his pond and his little filter shed. Might go home with that Deutsche Chiba though. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. And then look at that for a view, guys. There's the man himself ducking under the camel. There he is. Look at that for a view though. Oh, if I had a place like this, I tell you what, I wouldn't have just one pond, and I'll show you what I mean. Because this is the front, and then you go through the back. I would have a huge great pond here, and then as you come up the path, I would then have vats all down this side. I'd have a huge pond at the bottom, and then I'd have some more bits and pieces around here. But look at that for a fucking view, guys. How about waking up to that view every morning? Oh, that would be heaven, that would. Listen to that. No scroats running around on bucking two strokes, and no screaming, shouting. Look at that, listen. Oh, isn't that beautiful? So, yeah, got a lovely spread, absolutely lovely spread. Anyone need a container for oil, for an oil burner, oil burner, but I'll get my fucking teeth right in a minute. A storage unit for an oil burner boiler, whatever. If anyone needs one or wants one, give me a shout and I'll get you in touch with Kevin. Needs to go. So, yeah, we're just setting up some bits and pieces here, some airlines and whatnot, and then we is going to get on. Say, Ickle filter shed. Yes, it's a filter shed for midgets. Look. That's where I stop. I've got to stoop down, but here we go. We've got his main bottom drain comes in. Goes through the easy pod. Through the UV. And mid-return there. His numbnuts put ball valve on the wrong fucking side, didn't he? So at the moment he can't split it to the shower as well. But we'll soon sort that out later on when we get back home, because I've got a ball valve he can have. And then he's using the Tempest as a little standalone unit off of his skimmer. Fairly new, so as you can see the media is still starting to mature. But I've had a little chat with him, giving him some tips and that, and well, I actually gave him the tips a few days ago and he's already said he's noticed the difference, so that can't be a bad thing. So yeah, yeah, look at this view, guys. And I'm going to make him a new spillway as well, because that looks like the pikey's been at it. Well, as you can see, the bowls are out, the nets are out, the med kit's out. We're just sorting out a salt bath for one, and then we've got to take a look at this poorly girl's top ray. But other than that, everything's going tickety-boo. The water clarity is lovely. You wouldn't believe that it's a fucking easy pod, would you?
Easy pod and a Tempest, and no UV for over 2 weeks.
But there you go. So can't complain, and I like the fact that he's nicked my idea for the old mind your own business. Nice to see it spreading, not just the mind your own business, but the idea.
The idea.
So yeah, so Kev's just going to go and weigh up some salt. I'm going to tidy up from the last job and get ready for the next one. Before I pan the camera around, I will say I do have Kev's permission to do this bit of video, because he is like me and he will show the good with the bad, and this is one of the main reasons why I'm here, is because we've got a little bit of an ulcer problem here. The greys are going to have to be trimmed back. She's starting to go over. She's fighting it, stubborn bitch. But yeah, that's what we're doing at the moment. Get her healed. And that is, this bit here is actually a tumour. It's been there for a while. In fact, I think it was bought like that, wasn't it, Kevin?
I bought her from a pond clearance because the bloke dealt in mainly Japan fish, or went into feeding brown fish. And I gave her tenner for it.
She's got beautiful skin lustre on her.
She's absolutely a brilliant fish, hand feeds. And to be honest with you, the lump don't bother me.
No, like I say, I've got one from Adam that's got a lump on its side, and it doesn't get bigger and it doesn't get smaller. It's just there, so it's just one of them things you got to fucking live with.
Yeah.
But the rest of the kiddies in here are doing really well. I really do love that Deutsche Chiba.
Everyone says that.
But then, as you know, my cupcakes, I do love a Deutsche Chiba, and that's the Deutsche Chiba that come from me. Looking absolutely awesome. I told you that would thicken up once it got in the sun, didn't I?
Yeah. I didn't think she'd put any
When
when
Kevin actually came to pick her up, that browny orange was really, really, really pale due to the fact that she was raised indoors. But look at her now, absolutely stunning.
And in all fairness, I didn't think she'd grown much since I've had her.
Oh yeah,
It's
she
only
has
since
grown.
You turned round and went, whoa.
You had her a couple of weeks before Koi Fest, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, so yes, she has grown. Grown really well. Can't believe the cart pox hasn't gone off of that chocolate shag though.
No.
But look at this Deutsche Chiba. Right. She's starting to tilt slowly.
She's stubborn, isn't she?
Yeah, she's slowly going. So yeah, I'm going to put you down for a minute and we'll pick you back up once I've sorted this stubborn fucking fish out.
Past my expertise, mate.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So yeah, almost there. Well, that's all the kiddies dealt with, sorted out, and Kev actually feels a bit more confident now to be able to do the odd topical treatment himself. You know, it's like all of us, once you see it done, you feel a bit more confident about doing it yourself then.
It makes well difference.
So yeah, we've treated the Ogon, we've treated the Achiba, and we also did the Harawaki down there. He's got a little bit of trouble with his mouth, so he's now sorted. So yeah, been a cracking afternoon. So there's the man himself.
Oh yeah?
So he now feels a bit more confident to
Yeah.
treat his fish, which is a good thing. He knows I'm just at the end of a phone call if ever he needs me. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up and we'll head back down the A303 in a bit. Say goodbye, Kevin.
See you later.
I tell you, cupcakes, I'd fucking love to live here. Look at this view. Absolutely fucking beautiful. And that's everyone settled back down, all tidied up. And little Dorset koi sign there. As you can see, everyone's back up and swimming about. I really do like that Deutsche Chiba. Oh yeah. Well, cupcakes. Thought I better pick up the phone before it gets too dark. I'm back at home now. Just doing the final bits and pieces on here. Daily blanket weed pull. And I'm getting clumps of it, and it's only around the edge, mind. It's only around the edge. Just done the filter floss. Had a cracky few hours at Kev's. Sorry. Tuned into Tom McDonald at the moment. If you don't know who he is, he's an American artist. Go and check out his latest single he's just dropped called The System. Makes you start to think. Anyway, that aside, the fish are doing fine. The shower seems to be working, even though it's noisy as fuck because there's hardly any media in there at the moment. So yeah, let me spin you around quickly. Yep, just about to shut this one down for the night. Put the lid on. I'm going to be making a new sieve tomorrow out of that box over there. One of the jobs for tomorrow. So yeah, that's taken down now, and as you can see, I've got Dave's monster thing here at the moment. Absolutely monstrous, but what I am going to do is I'm going to set it back further, and there's going to be plants put in it and everything, so it will disappear in the end. And it will, for the moment, be part of this system, as I've got, take no notice of that one, that is one of the bifters that came out of Jordan's turtle tank, and that's how it swam in the turtle tank. So don't panic there. Everything else has gone down to the bottom corner because I'm stood here waving the camera about. But as you can see, the plants are going absolutely fucking apeshit, which is brilliant. Means the filtration's working, but it also means I don't get green water. So yeah, that's the only bummer at the moment. Just topping her back up as we speak. These will start venturing out now for their last meal of the day. There they come. Yeah, they are very wary out the front here. They're warier out the front here than they were in the growing on tank. But definitely much better for them to be out here at this present moment in time than inside there. I mean, after all, there's another 200 gallons in this tank, more than what they had down in the growing on tank. So there's not much more to say. It's been a cracking couple of days, what with Gary and Kaz from Pond and Garden coming down on Friday along with Dave from Koi Karma. It's always good to see Dave. It's always good to see Gary and Kaz as well. And then today, like I said, I've been down to Dorset to help my man Kevin out with a couple of his poorly fish. He's happy as a pig and shit now. So yeah, on this note, I gotta go and put the lid back on the shower, and I will catch you all on the next one. Laters, guys.